What's up, guys? It's Keith All here. I just wanted to run through my eBay weekend sales. We have a pretty good recap. We had a pretty good weekend. I did move some stuff today, so it's not all from the weekend. And I did have some sales on Friday that I didn't include. I think I dropped off Saturday. Just a few. Overall, not bad. Um, all low end stuff. Nothing that's going to go out in a bubble mailer. I did have some multi card orders, so I'm happy about that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. You see who's on top. We start off, you just grab them. Start off with Will Clark. So this is a 1987 Fleer Will Clark rookie. And this one sold for $1.99. Anytime you can get your hands on some Will Clark stuff, probably not base or anything, but he is a popular name in the hobby. So most of the time, anything I list for Will Clark is going to move. Definitely have noticed that. So this one sold for $1.99. A lot of single card orders, but I did get multis to close out today. I did get a few multi orders, so I've done very well with these. I've picked these up out of, I think this was like a big quarter box buy, or maybe I bought the whole quarter box for a good deal a while ago. But there was probably 20 of these Kobe anthology. This is 2012, 2013 Panini Kobe anthology, all Kobe cards. I've done pretty good with these, and they've sold for a decent amount. Some a little more than others. Most of them, though, I've had listed. Even the cheaper ones, I've had listed for $3.99, and I've sold those. I've sold a few in multi-card orders, and this one sold for $3.99. So a pretty cool little tribute set here. And this, like I said, was 2012, 2013. There's a Kobe Bean Bryant Black Mamba. Just gives a little breakdown of this game, I guess. Obviously, and everything. So pretty cool. $3.99 on those. Nice find out of a bunch of quarter boxes. Definitely take anything Kobe. So next one up, 2024 Panini Prism, Kiana James Cracked Ice. So we're going over to some WWE. Nice cracked ice parallel. This one was promoted or sold under a promoted list, and it's been listed for a while. So it's good to see that one move. With the promotion, I think I probably just promoted it or upgraded the percentage or whatever. And it sold for $2.50. Next one's up, Stone Cold. Everybody knows Stone Cold. One of my favorites growing up. I grew up I was a teen during the Attitude Era. So Stone Cold was insane back then. This is a 2023 Panini Chronicles Spectra base Stone Cold. Spectra has a pretty cool design. And I mean, with a popular name like Stone Cold, easy listable card for singles for low end. $1.99 for that one. Next one up, Peyton Manning. This is 2024 Panini Certified Peyton. So just the base. Kind of like a foil finish. Pretty cool looking. And it's, 11-year-old card now. Obviously not vintage or anything, but it's Peyton Manning in his, towards the end of his career, playing for the Broncos. Don't remember what year they won the championship. But I want to say it was 2015, 16. I can't remember, but either way, it's around that time. And anything Peyton base is pretty good to pick up as well. This one didn't sell for a ton, but $1.75 on that one. Another cheaper sale, but this is just a prospect card. It's no first. It's no parallel. Only thing it has going for it is the prospect, who's doing pretty well right now. He's hitting a lot of home runs, and it is a chrome. So nothing spectacular, but when you go to listing these, you kind of research as you go through and say, hey, is this worth listing? Does everybody have it listed for $1, $1.25? At that point, I don't really see the purpose. and I have a base level number of around $1.50. Is pretty much where I go to. That's about as low as I'm going on a card. I don't even know how many in my store are listed. If there's any listed below that, maybe some Pokemon. But for $1.50, what I'm hoping for, because I know somebody's going to ask me, why would you list cards for $1.50 when shipping 74 cents and they take out the fees and you make a quarter or 30 cents in hopes of getting a multi-card order? Doesn't always work that way. Here is a prime example. This one sold for $1.60. So a single card order, $1.60. That is perfectly fine. I'm not going to make a ton off of this. I'm not going to be able to quit my day job from this card or any of these cards, but still that is fine because you're hoping for the multi-card. And the reason I keep talking about it is because the next order is of the same principle. Matter of fact, that was 2022 Bowman Chrome. So is this 2022 Bowman Draft Chrome Jackson Cheerio. So this one's same thing. Cheerio's a popular player for the Brewers. He's doing pretty well. He's having a pretty good start to his career. And this one is just Chrome. There's no features to it or anything exciting besides the Chrome feature, and it's him as a prospect. So some might label it as rookie card. It's not a rookie, just a prospect. Or a first Bowman. It doesn't have that either. But the cool part is I had 2 listed and I sold both in one order. So to make up for the $1.60 sale of the Montgomery, the single, I sold these 2 together. And on this one for the combined lot for the 2, I made $3.50. So a lot better margin on the 2 over the 1. And that's just part of this game. When you're doing this type of listing, and I'm working with these parallels and base cards, like this is base card that most people are saying, hey, a couple of base cards, throw them in the base stack, or give them to somebody or kids or whatever you do with them. Some people throw them away. I'm not a throwaway of cards. I cannot do it. That's the struggle there. So take these 2 and make $3.50. Now, obviously, I'll have the discounts and everything. I'll still make a couple bucks off of them. And these are cards you're going to find in a quarter box usually, this is probably a perfect quarter box cards. And here I go making a couple bucks off of them. So just a little low end lesson there. Maybe I should do that. Low end lessons. And I'm not no professional, but that's just a little tidbit of advice on those. If you're trying to do this stuff, it's very grindy, but stuff like that's a win for me, and that's why I'm calling it out. So another win here. If you follow football, Danny Dimes is back. The Colts are 2-0. Not Richardson. Anthony Richardson's he's not working out for him. Who do they pick up? Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones, the Duke player, the New York Giant who didn't work out. Goes to the Colts. They're putting up 1,000 points a game. They've won 2 games. Colts are back on the map. So guess what? Danny Dimes go digging, and I had to go digging. I had to go digging deep. I had to break out the shovel in here, digging through boxes. I'm like, all right, Danny Dimes had a good first game. This is me last week. I've already sold a couple other listings of him this past week, but I said, all right, I'm going to go digging. I know I got some rookies. I know I was picking up stuff back then. And back then, he was a more popular name, obviously. Well, finally, I sold him because until 2 weeks ago or a week ago, whatever, these are a quarter box all day. So if you're at a show this past weekend, and if I was going to a show, which there was a show and I had to work, I screwed up my schedule there. Anyways, if I was at a show this past weekend, guess what I'm looking for? Danny Dimes. I'm digging through quarter boxes, maybe even Danny Dimes boxes to find this guy. Because if you can find him, you're going to make some money because he's on fire right now. So, he's hyped up just as the guy that's going to go in for Joe Burrow. I forget his name right offhand, but that'll be another one that you would be looking for. Any of these backups who might go in. Another one that I'll be looking to list this week. And here's a little helper for anybody listing low-end cards. Be Mac Jones. Mac Jones comes out yesterday, plays for the 49ers, gets a win. Hey, Mac Jones is back in the news, back in the mainstream. Like, he's out there. So Mac Jones time. So I know I got some Mac Jones rookies hidden, and I'll probably get that same shovel, go digging again, and get those Mac Jones out. Anyways, all these are from Chronicles. I think this is just the base Chronicle rookie. 5-card order. The total on the 5-card order, $16.91. They will get a discount for multi-card. So I'll probably make maybe $12. I don't know. $12 would be a 2-ounce. Should be a 2-ounce package. It's probably 2 ounces, which is a little over $1. So to ship. This one's the Gridiron Kings, Daniel Jones. I think I actually have one more of these I can list. So, Studio Daniel Jones. And some of these do look pretty cool. I saved these last two for the last two to show you because these two are my favorite. This is because with Chronicles, obviously these are all the cards that don't actually get a set or a release that Panini puts together. Very cool. It's like Topps Composite or whatever. Love the Crown Royale rookie. How cool is that? And probably my favorite of all of them with the refractor finish is the Luminance. 2019 Chronicles Luminance. Rookie card of Danny Dimes. So if you got those Danny Dimes cards, list them and get rid of them now. You can actually run those in the auction and do pretty well. Power Players is the last order here that I have to show. And this one is 2022 Panini Contenders Power Players. These are cool looking inserts. I like them. I see them in a quarter box or anything, I'm grabbing them just because they're neat. They have action going on in the card. Obviously, that's Micah Parsons sacking Joe Burrow. And the other Power Players is Saquon Barkley. So, in action on the field. So, pretty cool. These two sold for $3.45 for the 2-card order. And that's the order recap I have for you. And before I go, I'm just going to show you what I just put into the store. In case anybody's looking, I do share the link to the store. Anybody's interested, you can hit me up. Hey, I watch the channel. Maybe I can get you a discount or, whatever. Send you a coupon. This stuff just came out of a recent break I posted for the Bowman Chrome Mojo box. So some Mojos. There's a Garcia first Mojo. This went up today. And here's some more football. Baseball, Mickey Mantle collection. I got these in a quarter box. Pretty cool. Acuna, it came to the league. Love that insert. Some John Elway stuff. That's a base Elway. Julio. That's Father's Day rookie cards. Any unique sets that you can find in quarter boxes like Father's Day. Let's see here. Yeah. 2022. I don't know if you can see that. We'll pull it up. 2022 Panini Father's Day. That's unique. Julio. I think they had a Bobby Witt in that one too. There's a Bryce Harper on Finest. Nice looking cards. All those are listed in the store, and that is in my stack to add to my sorted box over beside me. So that's about it for you today. That's all I have. Coming back with some more videos. I got some more pickups, and I have two hobby boxes. Well, one of them I don't know if you'd consider it a hobby box, but it's a special release box. I just shared a video. This is your hint. Just shared a video about one of them, and the other one is a brand new release, and I'm super excited to get into it. But I got them the other day. I think they'll be here by the weekend. Hopefully I can get into them either Friday or next Monday, so about a week from now. But I'll have 2 different boxes for 2 different videos. So 2 different break videos that I am super excited about. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for some more pickup videos. And also, I just found eBay Live. I mean, I knew it was going on. I got into eBay Live last night, and I'll have a pickups video from eBay Live. Yes, it's kind of addictive. I haven't even been on Whatnot, so anybody that's using Whatnot, don't even tell me about any of that. I'm sure I'll go on there and find some stuff. But I haven't messed with that. I only done eBay. But yes, eBay Live was pretty addictive. I got in there last night into a room and found some pretty good deals. So I'll probably have a pickups video from that. All right, enough rambling for me for today. Got to package these up and ship them out. Anyways, take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.